Hey guys, welcome to Tickzon Mentorship Scheme, and today we're going to be discussing what has been considered the 8th wonder of the world by Warren Buffett, compound interest. So, before we talk about compound interest, let's understand what simple interest is, basically. So, for example, simple interest is if I gave you £100 and I said all that you have to do is pay 5% back, that means on £100 you're going to have to save, that means on £100 you owe me £5 because it's 5%. So regardless of how long it is, you owe me £105 and that's it. Whereas compound interest essentially means that for example, if I gave you £100 but you owed me, I said you have to pay me back 10% compound or APR. Most APR is just annual percentage rate or whatever. You're supposed to give me 10% back. So essentially that means that on year one you owe me, this is £100, but you owe me now £110. Now in year two, instead of just continue owing me £110, you now owe me 10% on top of what £110 is. So that's now £11 on top, so that's now £121. Then in year three, you see how it goes, that's 12.1 now, so that's 133.1, and it keeps on growing there. So that's how people get into serious credit card debt, because they don't pay off their debts in full, and they incur interest, and the interest carries over as long as you carry balance. And that's how compound interest works against you, and that's how banks make their money. Well, one of the ways they make their money. Another way, in terms of, like, for example, so in terms of compound interest working for you, if you were saving in a savings account this year and you put, I don't know, £100 for example, and you put £10, that same scenario will happen for you. You put £100 and it was 10%, that same scenario will happen for you, but backwards. So your biggest asset is time. So let me ask you a question. If I gave you the choice right now to take £1 million right now, or I'll double 1p, like 1 penny, I'll double it every day for the next 31 days, and I'll give you the money however much it makes. Which would you take? 1 million right now, or 1p, and it will just double every day. We'll just keep doubling, just 1p. Pause. I want to see your answer in the comments. Now, as I feel like instinctively, a lot of you guys went for the 1 million. So if you took the 1 million, yeah, you got 1 million right now. Whereas if you patiently waited for 31 days, you now have 10 million, over 10 million pounds. Now, this is just to illustrate that that compound interest is, one, amazing, and two, your biggest asset is time. The only way for you to win in this money game thing is to have patience and to be smart about it. That's literally it. There's no any easy come, easy go. If it comes quick, it will go that quick. Hence why most lottery winners go bankrupt, because they don't have the patience or the financial literacy to understand what they're doing with their money. So, and with the compound interest, you don't see the effects in the beginning. You really don't see it. So in the 1p doubling, it's only in the last 5-10 days that you actually see the significant effect of what the compounding interest is. You know, on by day 2/3 is 4p, then 8p, then 16p, then 32p, and it just keeps going. Before you know it, we get out of the p, and then once it gets into pounds, then it's just exponential. So that is compound interest. And interest in terms of what you should be looking at is different for different things. So credit cards range around, like, I think the lowest I've seen is about 15% to about 35%, depending on what it is. And then if you go for like the American Expresses and you're paying for those, they can get us like 89% APR. And you can see what happens if you don't pay off your charge. So a lot of people who use credit cards don't understand how to use credit cards, pay it off in full. Whereas if you're looking at a mortgage, the interest rates are about, between 2 and 5%, something like that. Now it sounds low, But if you go to take a loan, you see that the bigger amount of money you ask for, the lower the interest they ask for you, because over time they will make more money because of compound interest. So, you know, and I'm not even joking, when it comes to that mortgage, 1%, 2% can be the difference between tens of thousands of pounds. So that's the reason why your credit score is very, 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 very important. And for different products, different rates are better advisable. That's the reason why I advise you not to do payday loans. It might be easier for you to use a credit card, provided you're gonna pay it off in full, because you just see you see percentages like 25%, whatever. No. If anything, if it's a loan and it's hitting you over like 10%, really and truly, that's a bit long. Credit cards, they vary. If you get around 35% credit interest on a credit card, that's probably a credit builder card. It means you have horrendous credit history. Understand, it doesn't end there. It can easily change. I changed my credit score from poor to good within 6 to 8 months across all platforms, and you can do the same. Easy. Just use 10% of the credit available to you, pay it off in full by the end of the month, and keep it moving. Only spend when you have the cash to pay it back. Simple, guys. So that's just a little deep dive into interest, and we thank you for being with us today. I don't know what accent I'm doing, but I'm a bit hungry, so I'm gonna go eat, and that's a bit too much information. I should have cut this out, but yeah, thank you. Have a blessed day. Bye. Like, subscribe.